All right. So to continue on, we are going to try to move on and getting some other colors. Now, I did say that this was my main platform colors here on the RGB mode next to that grid, and I just made a mistake and started picking the colors from the CMYK that was kind of useful for me, but the next making into CMYK. So we could drag and drop these colors into the channels, into the RGB mode to kind of make sure that we have kind of everything we need going along. Again, we're kind of at this point where we got a few colors. Going back to the RGB mode. So for me, I'm looking at these other channels. There's not much thing useful for me to say, okay, I can kind of use a channel and manipulate it. So now it's actually picking and pulling time. So I'm going to minimize the CMYK mode though and kind of come here. So picking and pulling colors. It is everyone's going to actually do it differently. Every artist is going to do it differently. Every person, every screen printing shop is going to do this differently when they're doing it manually. There are many color separation softwares out there that will have an algorithm to pick and pull colors and create a 12 color spot for you, and sometimes it works good, sometimes it doesn't. I'm always a manual guy, and I want to make sure that my print is best as it can be. So I think we're going to focus on the blue right now. We're going to try to get this blue, and we're going to try to get this into the print. So I'm going to select color range, and I'm going to go ahead and take my icon and select it on the blue. Use my fuzziness on getting rid of, if I have it at 200%, that's the max, and it's going to pick up everything. Again, now the blue is pretty much in the sky, so we're going to minimize the fuzziness a little bit, and even though a little bit of the eagle might show in, I still want to maximize the sky. I can manipulate getting rid of the other stuff here in a second. So let's just try 147, hit OK. Now, if I want to copy this exact blue that I just did, I can just double click on this. This code right here, if I Command C or Control C, I'm going to copy that, hit OK. And now it's selected all this blue. I am going to now do a new spot channel, and I am going to just Command V or Control V to select the exact same color so I can have that range. And now I'm going to put this light blue, name this light blue. Solitude, it can play a little trick on you. There's certain instances where it works great on doing lesser than 100% value, and maybe I'll do a tutorial on that later. But right now, you kind of want to show everything at 100%. So hit OK and just make sure it's 100%. So let me kind of zoom out on here, kind of follow my print. Okay, white base, highlight white, yellow, and of course black usually prints last. So I'm going to switch that light blue, and we got the light blue, and we got black. So now going to my light blue screen, I see we have a lot of probably miscellaneous stuff into the eagle that we don't know, that we don't need. Easy to take care of because I'm just going to use my selection tool and kind of just select that as we speak and hit delete on that, because the clouds I think are pretty great for having some contrast going on with the white base and etc. So you can see the pink is definitely, with the highlight white, is going to make a step. Now the highlight white does not always have to be second. If you think it works best last or second, that is definitely up to you, and particularly on the design on the press. Alright, so we're going to move on to another color. So let's go to a, so we got the blue in, so let's go for a brown. Now the text, actually let's go for the brown. So let's go select color range. Let's pick a nice brown there. Change our fuzziness to get as much as possible. Again, the eagle doesn't need that much, but you know what? Let's go right about 98, 104. Okay. Again, I'm going to kind of select this, copy the code of this value of the color, and okay, new spot channel, and paste that code right in there. So it's the same thing I just try to pick, and I'm going to put light brown for now. Okay, and I'm going to scoot that up. I'm going to go back. Now we're going to do another color range. Again, when you're doing this color selections, try to only keep these selected and none of these. These should all be unchecked as far as visualization. So we got some green in the image. So let's do select color range. Let's pick a nice green, probably the medium-sized green there. And so you can see it kind of wants to pick up a lot of the text, but again, we can delete a lot of this stuff because we want the max on the grass. I might go about 121 here, and again, copy this green. C, okay, new spot channel, and change the value of this green. Okay, we're gonna pick green. I think we're only going to print one green on this one, and kind of move it back, move it into place there. So let's see where we're at right now. I'm going to look at my channels. Okay, great, white base, like that. Green, we have a lot of extra green going on here, but all I want is the green in this design is for this grass. So you could take your eraser tool, you know, size it up as you need it, sit here and erase all the stuff, or just take this, which again, we have no green in the text, so I'm going to kind of click around this, and for now I'm going to leave the mountains in and hit delete there. Really, there's no green in the beak, there's no green in this. Let's select this all, get rid of that, but that's, again, I missed a little corner that I want to get rid of. So I actually select here, get rid of here, get rid of here, get rid of the eyeball. There's no green in there, then there. And there's some miscellaneous stuff that can linger around, but again, the more that you can get rid of miscellaneous stuff, the better it might print. I look around. I'm going to try to kind of go with that and see what happens there. So then my highlight white, I think it looks great. My yellow, I'm happy with. My blue, I'm content. My light brown. So of course there's no really brown in the eagle. We do have a lot of little shading that we need to take care of once we actually get to the brown. So I can kind of sit here and do my selection tool and kind of go through here and get rid of all this, but we're going to try something a little bit different, see if it works. I'm going to go ahead and again use the curve tool, and we're going to bring that up. Now we got rid of a lot of the stuff that's in eagle, but then again I just want brown on the mountains, of course, and I'm going to darken it just a hair. Hit OK. So we still got this little miscellaneous scratches. You could probably print that and leave it in, and it wouldn't do any harm, but again, why take a chance? Let's just go ahead and delete inside the eagle, because again, we only know we want this for this, and we got now the black, which I'm content with. So here again, I sit here and look at my print. I got my black shirt and my white base, and got green, got my highlight white, which again we can put the second. And I got my yellow, I got my light blue, I got my brown, and I got my black. So it's come along. We got the mountains kind of shown. We got some, but now yellow is covering the green. So we can knock it out from the green from the yellow to get it show through, or print the yellow first. So now we still have this miscellaneous yellow printing, and you can see now the green is going to print on top of this yellow. So you're going to have this blend effect if you kind of do the right mesh and the right wet on wet, or however it might look. But definitely at this point, yellow after the green does not work. So we're going to put yellow first. Now we have this green showing through. We are going to start working on the other colors.